gosh! Oh my gosh! What the? Oh shit! E tu brute!
I've got the shoes, I've got the dress that makes me a princess, I guess.
Alright, this is day 2 of my breaking news coming out of Rome BBC. Our consul, Julius Caesar, has just got assassinated, cold-blooded, in the courtyard of the Senate. What do you got to say about it?
Well, Matt, eyewitness testimony indicates that the top conspirators were Caius Cassius, Marcus Brutus, Cinna, Decius Brutus, Metellus Cimber, Casca, Trebonius, and Caius Ligarius. This was a rash and vile act. We're sorry for the interruption. This is a very emotional time for us here at Rome BBC. We're sure that you at home also feel the same way about this tragedy that has occurred in our country. Back to the report. Julius Caesar was stabbed 23 times, was the final count. You good? Alright. 23 times. The streets of Rome are in chaos. The people are demanding answers. And the senators are insisting that this was in the name of justice and the good of our country.
It's not true! It's not true! This man, he was so good for us!
We're sorry for this. This just in, we're getting feed from Marcus Brutus live at the courthouse talking about the stabbing of Caesar.
Be patient to the last, Romans, countrymen, and lovers. Hear me for my cause, and be silent that you may hear. Believe me for mine honor, and have respect to mine honor, that you may believe. Censure me in your wisdom, and awake your senses, that you may be the better judge. If there be any in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say that Brutus's love for Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demands why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I love Caesar less, but that I love Rome more. Have you rather Caesar were living and die all slaves, than that Caesar were dead and to live all free men? As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoiced at it. As he was valiant, I honored him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him. There was tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who here is so base that would be a bondman? If any, speak. For him I have offended. Who here is so rude that would not be a Roman? If any, speak, for I have offended. Who here is so vile that will not love his country? If any, speak, for I have offended. I pause for reply. Yo, Brutus, bro, no way, bro.
Bro, I love Brutus so much.
Bro, I really like Caesar, bro, but now Brutus' speech.
Bro, Brutus is lucky to go,
Oh,
bro.
gosh, dude. Yo, Brutus is so right. He was really a threat, like Caesar.
He's so
bro.
tough, bro.
Oh my gosh. No one? Then none I have offended. I've done no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. The question of his death is enrolled in the Capitol, his glory not extenuated, wherein he was worthy, nor his offense enforced, for which he suffered death. Here comes his body, worn by Mark Antony, who, though he had no hand in his death, shall receive the benefits of his dying. A place in the commonwealth as which you shall not. With this I depart, that as I slew my best lover for the good of Rome, I have the same dagger for myself when it shall please my country to need my death. Good countrymen, let me depart alone, and for my sake stay here with Antony. Do grace to Caesar's corpse and grace his speech, tending to Caesar's glory, which Mark Antony, by our permission, is allowed to make. I do entreat you, not a man depart, save I alone till Antony have spoke.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evils that men do lives after them. The good and oft interred with their bones, so let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault. And grievously hath Caesar answered it, here under leaves of Brutus and the rest. So are they all honorable men, come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me, but Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? What that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of stern stuff, yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause, with what cause withholds you, then to mourn for him. O judgment thou fled to brutish breast, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar. I must pause till I come back. But yesterday the word of Caesar might have stood against the world. Now lies he there, and none so poor to do him reverence. O masters, if I were disposed to stir your hearts and minds to mutiny and rage, I should do Brutus wrong and Cassius wrong, who you all know are honorable men. I will not do them wrong. I rather choose to wrong the dead, to wrong myself and you, than I will wrong such honorable men. But here's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his closet. 'Tis his will. Let but the common hear the testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read, and they would go and kiss dead Caesar's wounds, and dip their napkins in his sacred blood. Yea, beg a hair of him for memory, and dying mention too within their wills.
Show us the will! Show us the will!
Show us the will.
Come on!
Have patience, gentle friends. I must not read it. It is not meet you know how Caesar loved you. You are not wood, you are not stones, but men. And being men, hearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you. It will make you mad. 'Tis good you know not that you have his heirs, for if you should, oh, what would come of it? Will you be patient? Will you stay a while? I have overshot myself to tell you of it. I fear I wrong the honorable men, whose daggers have stabbed Caesar. I do fear it. You will compel me then to read the will, then make a ring about the corpse of Caesar, and let me show you him, and what made the will shall I descend, and will you give me leave? Nay, press not upon me, stand far off. If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. You will all do know the mantle. I remember the first time ever Caesar put it on. 'Twas a summer evening in his tent. That day he overcame the Nervi. Look in the place ran Caesar's dagger through. See what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this the well-beloved Brutus stabbed, and he plucked his cursed steel away. Mark how the blood of Caesar followed it. As rushing out of the door is the resolve, if Brutus so unkindly knocked off or no, for Brutus, as you know, was Caesar's angel. Judge, O you gods, how dearly Caesar loved him. This was the most unkindest cut of all. From the noble Caesar saw him stab. Ingratitude more strong than traitor's arms, quite vanquished him, then burst his mighty heart. And in the mantle muffling up his face, even at the base of Pompey's statue, great Caesar fell. Oh, what a fall was there, my countrymen! And then I and you and all of us fell down, whilst blood treason flourished over us. Oh, now you weep, and I perceive you feel the dint of pity. These are gracious drops, kind souls. What weep you when you but bold our Caesar's vesture wounded? Look you here. Here is himself, mere that you see with traitors. Stay, countrymen. Good friends, sweet friends, let me not stir you up to such a sudden flood of mutiny. They that have done this deed are honorable. What private griefs that they have, alas, I know not, that made them do it. They are wise and honorable, and will no doubt with reason answer you. I come not, friends, to steal away your hearts. I am no orator, as Brutus is, but as you know me all, a plain blunt man, that loved my friend, and that they know full well, that gave me public leave to speak of him, for I have neither wit nor word, no worth, action nor utterance, nor the power of speech to stir men's blood. I only speak right now. I tell you that which you yourselves do know, show you sweet Caesar's wounds, poor dumb mouths, and bid them speak for me. But where I, Brutus, and Brutus Antony, there were, and Antony would ruffle up the spirits and put a tongue in every wound of Caesar that should move the stones of Rome and rise in mutiny. Yet hear me, countrymen. Why, friends, you go to do you know not what worth hath Caesar, thus deserve your loves. Alas, you know not. I must tell you then, you have forgot that the will I told you of. Here is the will. And under Caesar's seal, to every Roman citizen he gives, to every several men, 75 drachmas. Herewith patience. Moreover he hath left you, all his walks, his private arbors, and new planted orchards on the side Tiber, that hath left you them, and to your heirs forever, common pleasures to walk abroad and recreate yourselves. Here was a Caesar. When comes such another?
Brutus! Bro, Brutus is such a bum, bro.
Yo, what is talking about? Really killed you. Mark Anthony boy, bro. God.
What you just saw was live from the forum, Brutus speaking on the death of Caesar, Mark Antony following shortly after, bearing the body of Caesar. Both made good points. Both insist that their side is the right side. Both insist that what they do is for the good of Rome. I want to hear your thoughts, Matt.
Tell you exactly what I think, Cam. I think Mark Antony is a great human being. Honestly. Just everything about him is just so great. I mean, that speech really just, it grabbed me, you know? It touched my heart. And I think it touched all of Rome's hearts. And if it didn't touch your heart, you still support Brutus. Shame on you. Shame on you.
We want to stay professional here.
Shame.
Brutus did make some good points. Brutus still insists that this was a net benefit for Rome. We don't know what Caesar would have done if we'd given him the power he prepared to. But Antony, oh my goodness, great Antony. What a speech from him. Seems we forgot all the good things Caesar has done for us.
You're right.
We forgot how great of a man Caesar was. And to kill him, I don't see how that's not just plain tyranny.
I think that's a great point. To kill him, why? So many great, prosperous lives he created. Jobs, families. And the people who support Brutus, they just want to take that all away.
Well, it's clear that most of Rome is on the side of Antony. But now we'll bring in an unbiased, more expert level analyst of the two speeches, what he got from it, and what this means for Rome and the Roman people.
All right, welcome back to BBC Rome. We have a guest speaker with us today. He is a hometown hero in Rome, supposedly because he does great reports. So let's see if that's true. Let's welcome Nick. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you, Daddy.
Great man. All right, so I'm gonna assume that you saw both speeches.
Yeah, I did.
All right, so how about you tell me your thoughts on Brutus' speeches, even though it caused so much riots and death?
I think Brutus was very noble. And I think what he did to him, his reasoning was correct. And people just don't listen to reasoning.
Well, I think you're completely wrong, but we can.
Speaking of the Roman people, the great Roman people, who all of this is for, how concerned should we be that they flocked to Antony immediately after agreeing with Brutus so insistently?
I think we should be very concerned about that. That's just like a clear tell of mob behavior. And I think Anthony was just as right as Brutus was in what he did.
So, if you had to choose, which one would you choose?
Neither. I think they both have the right to their own opinions.
Okay. Well, okay. I don't know if I could really live with that though, because Caesar wanted the best for us. Well, and clearly Mark Antony expressed that, don't you think? Well, I think Brutus also wanted what's best for us. It's clear that both men wanted what's good for the greater good of Rome. Well, doing it through killing is not the right way, I'd say. Let's talk more about Brutus. What does this mean for Brutus following Antony's speech? Does Brutus still think that he's justified? Do you see this ending well for Brutus?
No, I don't. I think it's definitely clicking in Brutus's mind that all the people flocking to Anthony is just a horrible thing. And I just want to see how Brutus reacts.
Well, do you think he's going to react by killing him?
I think he might try.
I mean, you think he might try?
Seems like that would be a good idea.
Save the speculation for later. Okay. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for the report.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
It was great to have you. And that's it for now, folks. BBC Rome, coming at you later.
Thank you so much.
No one? Then none I've offended. I've done no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. The question of his death is enrolled in the Capitol, his glory extenuated, wherein he was worthy, nor of his offenses enforced, for which he had suffered death. Here comes his body.